Okay, to get you going, one of the problems you guys wanted to see more of was number 5, where you're finding the sum in a arithmetic series in sigma notation. So again, we need to find three things. N, which is the number of terms. A1, which is the first term of the series. And AN, which is the last term. So if we look at our problem, we're trying to find the sum of this series 3k plus 2, starting with the 6th term and going to the 29th term. So n would be the last term we're starting with, which is the 29th term, minus the 6th term plus 1. We have to add 1 because we're including the 6th term in our series. So 29 minus 6 is 23, then plus 1, so the number of terms is 24. Now we get the first term by plugging in the starting value of k, which is 6, and for k. So we'd have 3 times 6 plus 2. So 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. To find the last term, we plug in the last value of k, which is the top number, which is 29. So 3 times 29 plus 2. Well, 3 times 29 is 87. 87 plus 2 is 89. So now I've got the three things I need. I got n, the first term, and the last term. So in the formula, the sum equals the number of terms, which is 24, times the first term, A1, so 20, plus the last term, 89, divided by 2. Now when we enter this in a calculator, you put the 24 parentheses for this parentheses here. But since I want to add these two together on top before I divide by 2, you need to put another parentheses and put 20 plus 89 and then close that parentheses, divided by 2, and then close the overall parentheses. So you get the sum equals 1308. A lot of you are getting the right information, you're just kind of entering it in your calculator wrong. So let's do a couple more. I'll do one with may have some negative signs just so you can see it. So if I look at number 4 here, we got negative 7k plus 4, and we're starting with the 9th term and going to the 33rd term. Let me get this to focus a little bit. Okay, so again, the number of terms, we have 33 minus 9 plus 1. 33 minus 9 is 24, plus 1, so I get n equals 25. The first term, A1, give me starting value of k is 9 in this case, so I'd have negative 7 times 9 plus 4. So negative 7 times 9 is negative 63. Negative 63 plus 4 is negative 59. The last term, again, I'd be plugging in the 33 for k. So negative 7 times 33 plus 4. So negative 7 times 33 is negative 231. Negative 231 plus 4 would be negative 227. So again, I got n, got A1, and I got AN, so we can substitute that in the formula. So the sum equals n, which in our case is 25, times A1, which is negative 59, plus AN, and you can put that in parentheses if you want since it's a negative, so negative 227 divided by 2. Now if I went to enter this in a calculator, again we have the 25, the parentheses for this, and then I want to put what's on top in parentheses. So negative 59, make sure you use the negative sign on the bottom of the calculator. Now, I know it's plus a negative 227 and the negative 227's in parentheses. You don't necessarily have to put the negative 227 in parentheses. You can just type in negative 227, I believe, unless it gives us a syntax error. Close it, divide it by 2, and then close the overall. So the sum would be negative 3,575. And it should make sense that that's a negative number because the slope is negative 7, so it's going to be adding a bunch of negative numbers together. So let's do one more. Let's look at number 5. The sum starting at the third term to the 19th of 7k. So again, n would equal top minus the bottom, so 19 minus 3 plus 1. So 19 minus 3 is 16 plus 1, so n equals 17. Now, with n being 17, again we need to find our first term. So a1, we plug in 3 for k, so it'd be 7 times 3, so the first term would be 21. an, we'd be plugging in the top value, which is 19, or our last term, so 7 times 19. 7 times 19 is 133. So again, we've got our three things. So we got n, a1, an. So if I substitute, I get the sum equals n, which is 17, times a1, which is 21, plus an, which is 133, divided by 2. So again, substituting that in a calculator, I'd have 17 times, again, put the 21 plus 33 in its, or plus 133 in its own parentheses, divided by 2. So the sum would equal 1309. So again, hopefully this gives you a better idea of how to do these problems and you can finish the worksheet for tomorrow.